Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Jackie Ina. So today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to get an electric neon graphic liner look for your Zoom call meetings, professional settings. I'm gonna be testing out the new cake liners from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This video is also done in partnership with Anastasia Beverly Hills. Shout out to Anastasia for keeping the lights on during a pandemic. Products like these are probably going to be a little intimidating for some of you. The graphic liner thing is definitely not new. She's been around for a while, but as you all know, I like to make things wearable and pretty. Like, as long as things are wearable and pretty, that's all that matters. I'm also going to be featuring the new Pro Pigment Volume 4 palette from the Norvina collection, and honestly, this is the one I've been the most excited about. All of the other ones were really eccentric and really colorful. If I could just open it. And this one really has the most colors that actually speak to me and the colors that I like, with some pops of color. Thank you again to Anastasia for sponsoring today's video. I've already primed. I'm going to set my primer with a bit of translucent setting powder. This one is from Laura Mercier. You know the drill. I do this in every video. Even on the days where I want my skin to look like skin, I still do this just so that I can get long wearability out of my foundation. If you're new here, yes, powder under liquid foundation is a wave. Now ride it. Get with the times. If you wanna go and take a ride with me with 3 minutes and also shout out to everybody who's been enjoying my Insta stories lately. My music app is broken on Insta stories, so I've been like singing my own background music, and I think I'm just gonna pursue a rap career. Like, I feel like I have that God-given right. You don't like it? Don't care, leave. Oh my God, shout out to everybody who said I got a tan in my last video. I didn't get a tan, girl. I just like started backlighting my background, so I think I just look more true to color now. Shout out to my melanin. Today's makeup look is going to be colorful and punchy. Today's makeup look is going to be very colorful and very punchy. I want everything else to be kind of skin-like and wearable. I'm gonna take my Synchro Skin from Shiseido. Love this foundation. Just gonna squirt, just twice. That's just enough to give me some good coverage. I'll dip my brush, spray my brush, pray for my brush, and then pounce my brush. Oh, look at how beautiful. How can you not stand? Shout out to my skin. I aggressively popped a pimple.
I'm gagging.
A couple days ago. Sorry, Finia. Finny's my esthetician. I'm gonna hear about this later. She's not a part of the sponsorship or anything. She just likes to pop up and say hi every so often, check in. I know a lot of people, when they watch my videos, they want me to like push boundaries and stuff like that. That's fine, but I really like makeup to be wearable. Like, okay, after I push that boundary, where the hell I'm gonna go? Also, I feel like my age has a lot to do with the makeup looks that I like wearing now versus like 10 years ago when I was just discovering makeup. Nothing was off limits back then, right? But now I like things to be pretty. So I make videos for the girl who editorial, but make it pretty. I don't really see nothing wrong with that. I've already been through the phase of pushing the envelope and I've retired. So there's that. This next step, I was actually supposed to do under the foundation, but I always forget to highlight. I love doing liquid highlighter under my complexion, but since we haven't concealed yet, we can still kind of go there. This is from Nuban Beauty. It's a Nigerian brand, and this is called their D-Glow highlighters. If you can't see this, then I don't know. I try to show the products. D-Glow, just in case I forget to link anything later. The color that I'm using is Sizzle. These are absolutely stunning. I'm just gonna stipple a little bit of that right. Oh my God. It literally looks like highlighters, because my skin is dark, always look like highlighters on my skin. I mean, they look good though, like, we're not gonna deny that. But rarely do I ever find a highlighter that looks like my own skin. This from D-Glow does exactly that. I have an Instagram live today with Teen Vogue, and you know, Teen Vogue kind of has that cool girl from New York City who loves graphic liner kind of vibe. I feel like today's look is gonna be perfect for that. And then I'm gonna go over this again with my foundation brush without actually applying foundation, just so that it kind of marries into my skin. We're glowing, we're happy, and we're singing, and we're covered. Give me a highlight. Okay, so we need to conceal. I'm gonna take a very Caucasian color. Caucasian. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I'm acknowledging that it's Caucasian. I do a thing that I think they call this underpainting, where you kind of highlight backwards. Basically, I'm going to be backlighting my under eye highlight. Instead of applying the lightest shade as the last step, I'm going to do it underneath. Using Kevin Aquan shade number 8. I'm going to take that first and start highlighting, but I'm going to keep it very close to my under eye. So we're not really going to go there. We're just going to keep it very close to the under eye area. For some people, this is all they wear with concealer, but like some people ugly.
Ugly. Never experienced that emotion. Don't know what that is. Only know millions have it.
Do you mind not judging, or is this a judgment-free zone? Because I thought you said it was. Then I'm gonna contour. This is my Shiseido concealer. I would have used the Shiseido concealers, but I don't have these colors at my office. I don't know. But I take the shade 503 Deep. That's what I'm contouring with today. And it's actually a pretty dark color too. Now I am blending this out. I always work my way up. I start around my jawline, then I work my way to the cheekbones, and then my five head gang. Yeah. I always try to hit this area with contour too, because I just really like the way that it finishes the face. It kind of pulls the look in all together, and it really makes it look like you knew what you were doing. It just adds a nice little professional touch. I mean, I do know what I'm doing, but I'm just saying, like, you don't like to contour your nose and you just don't, and you just want to add a little something special to the makeup look, adding a little bit of contour here really ties it all in. Just trust me, I'm an artist. Okay, it's time to blend out the really light shades. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I haven't used Radiant Creamy Concealer, at least not on my channel in a long time, so I had to pull her in and show her some love. This is Amande from NARS. Amande is the color, and that apparently means almond in French. I am fluent in French and German and Swiss languages. Shout out to me. This concealer has like a perfect golden undertone. Go ahead and highlight your chin. Go ahead, don't miss any spots. Go ahead and highlight the bridge of your nose, because we don't contour around here, so I actually highlight my nose. And don't forget to highlight your forehead. Honestly, my skin already looks so good. I'm gonna dry down my concealer with a little bit of my fan, just so we get more coverage. If you go right in and blend your concealer, girl, like, it definitely does help to let it dry down a little bit more so you get a little bit more coverage. Now blend. I have this one spot on my freaking neck, and I always get a hair there, and it's so hard to pluck. For those who are non-believers of my backlighting technique with my concealer, look at how that super light color underneath slowly starts to disappear. Can you see it? Can you see it? Exactly. You can't. You lying if you say you can. Don't sit here and lie on my channel, girl. I'll clock you. Boom. I'm building a new face right in front of your eyes. How can you not respect that? Maybe I really had to do it to him. I'm just feeling like my base looks so much more prettier than usual. Girl, I don't know if it's the retinol or what, but like, ask about me though. Okay, now we have to set it with powder. I like powder. I have to do this because I have oily skin. Anyway, I'm gonna use my Dermablend powder. I'm always tempted to say Dermalogica. It's Dermablend. Can we just discuss the fact that I literally finished all 4 seasons of Insecure in like 3 days? My friend is actually on the show. You all know her as Molly.
Maybe it's really rough. Maybe it's had enough broken.
First of all, it's really hard for me to watch shows in general. So, because I'm always working, I'm always so busy. I had seen like one-off episodes of the show years ago, like when it first came out. Like obviously I wanted to support Yvonne. I never really got a chance to like keep up and follow along. But as of recently, I've been like, all right, well, now's the perfect time to like try to make it work. I'm not going anywhere. Still working, but I'm not going anywhere. So like, now's the time, sis. Started on season 1, rewatched the whole season again. Never caught season 2, watched that, finished season 3 the following day. The episodes are short to the point. They're not these hour-long productions, which I know some people don't like, but I like the fact that it's only 44 minutes. You know, I think that even includes commercials. But anyway, I just need to know the real from the fakes. Like, are you team Issa or are you team Molly? Are you team Issa or are you team Molly? I need to know what time it is. I need to know who to trust and who not to trust. Okay, baby? Like, I need to know what time, to tell me what time it is. I actually see kind of both sides. I see both sides. But the one thing that I clocked from the very beginning, maybe I wasn't paying attention enough, because I feel like more people are more team Issa than they are team Molly. Issa is definitely the good Samaritan of the friendship. She's always gonna be the one who is gonna go above and beyond. I can relate to that to a certain extent. I'm not like that anymore because ain't nobody got time. I feel like things change when you turn 30 and you just stop being so passive to certain things. So I can understand why people sympathize with Issa. However, I clocked some things. I clocked some things very early on. I clocked how whenever Molly needed something, Issa was starting to kind of like, first of all, it must be really hard to have a show where you play your own character, because like if I was reading tweets and people were bashing me, I'd be like, girl, I know who you think you talking to. Who is this bitch? Oh, you talk about the character on the show. Okay, I'm sorry. Everybody is basically like siding with Issa because she's kind of the good Samaritan of the friend and blah, blah, blah. But I've been clocked how Issa has been curving Molly. Like every time Molly has needed something, and Molly has a lot of needs. Molly definitely has a lot of needs. We can definitely agree with that. But just feels like the focus on the friendship has shifted for Issa, and I noticed that was happening for her more than I noticed anything else. So even though, you know, Molly has clearly a lot of baggage, but Molly's not some fly-by-night flaky friend. Like, Molly comes through for people. Molly is present. Molly shows up to events. Molly puts in her side of the friendship too. So it's not like she's just mooching, me all the time. So I could understand and why Issa would be done from that. But Molly contributes to the friendship too. So when she started curving her and I started peeping this in like season 3, I was like, that's weird. Why does she keep curving her? I didn't realize because somehow I've managed to avoid a lot of spoilers about the show. Don't know how, because literally everyone I follow watches Insecure. Anyway, I started realizing like, wait, is this supposed to be the buildup of like the end of their friendship? Because why does this keep happening? I'm not gonna lie, I feel like they're both wrong, but I'm a little bit more partial to Molly because I feel like Issa just stopped trying in the friendship. I don't know, that's just from what I observe. And when you stop trying, who knows where the friendship's gonna go from there? Who knows? I did see someone tweet about Lawrence potentially coming back in Issa's life. I definitely peeped the end of the second to last recent episode where they hit that case of the ex, you know, the Maya throwback. It was like, why would he have a case of the ex though? Why would there be a caseage of them? I don't know, but I'm a fan. I'm definitely team the show in general, and I look forward to seeing what happens with their friendship because I'm intrigued now. Like, I'm not gonna stop watching. Shout out to you, Issa. Love her. I'm literally like so proud of her. Imagine being a YouTuber and then starting your own show. Like, I don't think y'all realize how major that is. Tell me what she in your life trying to get what's mine. Tell me what it gonna be. How it gonna be. It's all in my life. That's how it's gonna be. Okay, I'm gonna take this Joy bronzer and she's cute. She's a moment. I'm gonna add some warmth to my face and you can still see that freaking highlight. I know you see it. Fun fact, I actually auditioned to be on Insecure. It was really something that I just did because the team encouraged me to do it. I really liked the idea of the show. I feel like my personality would fit really well. And maybe I'll do it again in the future. I don't know. I mean, it's not really my goal to be an actor, but I just have been going after things that I feel fit my personality as is. Girl, I'm not trying to give you range, girl. I'm not trying to be in no horror films, honey. I stay prayed up, okay, thank you. But yeah, that was fun. And I ended up auditioning for what would have been the role that Kyla Pratt played on the last episode. I don't know why I always leave the landing strip on my nose. It's starting to annoy me. I'm starting to have a problem with it. So I think I'm gonna wait to do blush after we do the eye look because I still don't know if I wanna go pink. I still don't know if I wanna go green. I'm leaning a little bit more fuchsia, like really bright pink for the eyes. It's time for brows. I'm gonna do them off camera. I'll come right back after I finish filling them in with my Oma Beauty brow pencil and then the ABH brow powder. So I'll be right back. I'm done with my brows, so let's go into the eyes. I literally just wore this Ivy Park shirt because it matches the cake liners. I'm just doing the most.com.co.uk. Don't judge. So the new ABH cake liners come in 2 different versions, 3 colors each, 6 colors in total. There's a bright fuchsia pink, and then you swivel it around to reveal the electric yellow, and then the lime green. And then for the other one, you have a neon orange and swivel it around to a white, which I love, white graphic liner. And then you have a purple. So these are water activated. When you look at them, you're like, oh, is this an eyeshadow? And it's sticky. Ugh. Okay, that was weird to touch. These are water activated. So all you have to do is put a couple drops of water in them, take your eyeliner brush and have at it. These retail for 30 Zolas. On the website, they say 30 Zolas. And as for the palette, this is volume 4 from the Norvina collection from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And from what I'm told, it's like a subdivision of ABH or something like that. I don't know. I don't think anybody knows. This is meant to be the extension of Norvina's original Norvina palette that came out like, what was it, 2 years ago? And I actually really like that palette. I think there could have been more deeper shades, but with this palette, you actually have those. Like, I created a look yesterday using just these 3. Bomb. Okay, especially this color right here. This really, like, I really like that color. Should I just cheat and redo that look because it was really cute? But y'all are gonna be mad at me because it's gonna look like every other pink look I've ever done. Okay, I won't do it. Instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the bright pink, the bright fuchsia up top. I'm just gonna add a little water in there. maybe a little too much. I'm going to take my liner brush. I just want to show you what they will swatch like. And actually I just want to test it out for myself because this is my first time using liquid liners of this texture, but okay. So she's pretty fluid. I think it's because I added a lot of water. I'd probably get a thicker texture if I just swirl a little bit more and pick up, let's see. There we go. So if you want the liner to look a little more translucent, then add more water. It'll water it down. And then if you want like full opaque, full on color, then add a little bit less water. To start with the eyes, I'm gonna prime them first with the ABH primer. Wait, do I want to do that? Because I was supposed to do, maybe I don't. No, I don't want to prime my lid with the primer because I'm actually going to keep today's look more about the liner, less about the shadow. Just kidding, I'm gonna prime my lid. I'm just gonna swatch that on the back of my hand. Right now, obviously, I'm getting a lot of use out of my palms. I'm going to blend that eye primer onto my lid. I'm gonna start off with a bit of C2 from the palette, this pink here. And I'm gonna start blending this into my crease. Oh, this is really pretty on top of this base. The white, when you use a really light colored white base like this, it's really better for like, it's so much better for like standout, really bright eye looks. If you're trying to do neutrals, please do not use a white base, please. Actually, I take that back. You can, but there's a certain way you got to do them. You have to see my soft glance tutorial to see what I mean. C2 can get it though. This is pretty. Right over it, just to intensify it, I took a little bit of E5. This one is definitely a little bit more neon than C2 was. So I kind of wanted to like lay the groundwork with C2 just to see if we liked it. And I'm going to intensify it with that E5. Now for my lid, I'm also going to apply E5 as a lid color. Brightness. It is so difficult to get colors like this, these neons, to like not be chalky. I don't know how the hell they do it. To be honest with you, I don't know how the hell they do it. So just pop that bad boy on that lid. Pop that bad boy on that lid. Shake that, you can't no more. Just a wall, shorty. Put your hands on it. Now I'm patting in E5 around the edges just to soften out that harsh line look. I don't want to lose the blend, so I'm stippling instead of sweeping. On the website, this palette retails for 60 Zolas. I mean, it's pretty sizable compared to all the other palettes. These are 25 shades, so that's a lot. I'm noticing that as the water in the cake liner starts to dry, it actually gets a little bit more sticky and tackier and easier to work with. So I'm gonna go for the pink and I'm gonna start lining her from inner corner all the way out to my outer V in kind of a, I don't know, triangle shape. Let me go ahead and use my magnified mirror before I mess this up. Definitely looks more orange. Yes, I am messing this up. Don't worry, I will go over it again and clean her up. Looking a little bit more orange than it is pink, but cool with that. This brush is not thin enough. I'm gonna have to go in and probably correct the liner. Yeah, this brush is definitely not thin enough. Way too thick. Now I'm correcting, sharpening this out a little bit. Sorry, I can't be witty and do this at the same time. I'm taking the shadow, and because my brush wasn't thin enough, I'm gonna define around the liner just to make it look a bit more neat and clean. Yeah, that looks better already. Don't try to drag me, girl. Drag the brush I used. I'm gonna apply some of that cake liner into my waterline. Just be very gentle and get that splat. Oh, this looks so pretty in the waterline. The drier and stickier the formula is at this point, the better, because it really will probably do you no justice applying this when it's really, really, really wet. So for the lashes, I'm gonna take the Lily Lash Always and Forever, but you know I like to multitask, so I put the glue on and then I'm gonna jump into blush. I'm pretty sure this is probably discontinued, but it's from blackUp, and the shade that I'm using is number 7. I just wanted a light flush of pinky orange. Is this shimmery? Anyway, this is from Colored Raine. This came out with their Power Collection, and the color that I'm using, the pink, is Damage Control. I'm not gonna add that much more. I don't want the blush to be too standout-ish. Okay, now the glue is just about ready, so I'm gonna throw on my lash and come back and finish with my lips. Finish with a little bit of gloss. This is from Pat in the shade Twilo. The eyes have enough attention. The lips can take a backseat. No inner corner highlight today though, because I mean, I'm already high lit on my eyes. Not every day. Actually, it is quite literally every day. But today, I'm gonna make the exception. I feel like it would have just given this a whole different vibe, and I don't wanna mess that up. So this is the final look. I just went live with Teen Vogue, and literally that's all people were talking about with this was this eye look. Shout out to everybody who watched that, by the way. So yeah, that's it. I'm out. I'm gonna take some pictures. I look good. Sue me. Norvina, we got another brand. By the way, this is obviously a brand that I already know and love because I launched my palette with Anastasia. So it's really nice to see the same consistent quality, texture, pigmentation in this new palette. So definitely cop this. I really, out of all of the ones that they've launched from their volume series, this one is my favorite. And I also find this one to be the most wearable and I think the most like user-friendly. So that is my look today. I really hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me on today's video. Once again, all the links to everything used will be down below in the description box. And I'll see you guys in the next video, which I'm gonna conveniently just pop my butt over here and you're gonna click it because I put it right here. I already did the work for you. All you have to do is just click it. Just click it. Hurry, hurry before it expires. Okay, it won't expire, but you really should watch another video because I'm a nice person. There's that. Thank you.